Okay, I already tried to do this, and it feels like the more I try to get information or get certain pieces of this, it doesn't make sense. It's like it is making less and less sense as I try to dig deeper, so I'm just going to show you what I have. You guys, I feel like, have done a lot of higher dimension, higher frequency type of work, which is your, quantum leap, quantum jumping, timeline shifting, manifestation, affirmations, anything to do here with sort of refining our frequency. And the aim is to get to a higher place or a higher plane, right? And it's almost like in order for you to get to the heavens, 37 on my battery, which has been coming up a lot. In order for you to get to the heavens, so to speak, you need to first go through hell. And I feel like your guides are kind of leading you to this place right now where it's like you already prepared and you did the groundwork, or you laid the groundwork for something, right? That's all the quantum work that you've been doing. Whether it's scripting or however, which way you manifest, scripting, visualization, It's a lot of like what I feel like is work going on with the soul, with the spirit, or with the mind. And now I feel like you're in a pressure cooker, and it's coming down to, I'm hearing like a buzzer or like a timer go off, like literally a pressure cooker. It's like, like into the pressure cooker, snap the lid shut, and then it's like, let's see where you're at in X amount of time. I just heard 45 days. The specificity. I heard, let's see where you are in 45 days. So if you've been going through a period, for a lot of you, I feel like this has got to be like a solid like month-ish. I honestly kind of feel it might be more. I feel like this could even be closer to 2 months for some of you. But at least at a minimum, the past 30 days, I think that you guys have gone through this period of, like I said, working on refining frequency, timeline shifting, quantum leaping, quantum jumping. This has been very heavy mind work. It's been focused on the sort of signal tower that you are and what you broadcast to the world and to other people, which could be subconscious beliefs as well, right? Doing any sort of energy work and things like that to really, again, this is about refinement, okay? And now you're in the pressure cooker. And like I said, some of these make sense and some of them don't. I'm trying to gain more info on what the pressure cooker is all about, but for a lot of y'all, I feel like this is the point where you have to take action, or if it hasn't happened yet, this is a point where Spirit is about to ask you to take action. And I feel like you're not going to be super thrilled with how this is going to have to happen in order for you to get there at the end of this apparently 45-day interval, okay? 333, of course. This is going to require you to do things that logically and with your eyes don't make sense. They're not going to make sense. You can't logic your way out of this one, okay? There is no logic in here for you to grasp onto, and that's the point. Keeping you in the dark allows you to be adaptable. This is the admired card. It came out sideways over this card of phases, okay? So what I feel like right now is that you guys are in your own inner phase, or what I want to say is like your inner season. I'm getting a big fall, autumn type energy here for some reason. Maybe that's when it started, or maybe that's important to you in some way, shape, or form. I mean, I don't know if this really gives autumn. It looks like there's leaves on the ground, but I mean, regardless. Inner autumn is where things start to fall away for us, because we're about to literally walk through the depths of something, shadow work. We're about to literally walk through these depths, okay? This is the phase that you're in. This card, like I said, adaptability. You can prepare all you want. Like I said, you've already laid the groundwork. You've done the preparation. It's almost like when we are building like what are those things called, like those kits in case of emergencies or in case of like a disaster kit or something, right? It's like I can watch all the TikToks I want about how to survive a disaster or what to do in case of X, Y, and Z emergency. But there's really no test of how much work that I have done until the time comes and it happens to me, and I gotta be on my feet, thinking in the moment, hence adaptability, what I was feeling with this card, okay? Because she's a ballerina. She has to be quick on her feet. She has to have balance, poise, right? So I think that you guys are about to go through a period where Spirit's going to be like, remember that? And you're going to have to pull every tool you have out of your back pocket, okay? This is where Spirit says, do you really believe that? Did you really do that work? Is that something, that you really want? Because now you can't just manifest something, right? By just visualizing and doing nothing. I mean, sure, can you to a degree? Yes. Visualization is incredibly important. But what I think oftentimes people fail to do is couple that with micro actions that allow you to move closer to the manifestation or closer to the thing that you want. In 33 on my battery. That's the point, the action with the pressure cooker. All of that stuff, that's happening now. Pressure, it's like literally you've been dropped in to your shadow work, to this moment. It's like you've been dropped off on this like back alley road or whatever somewhere, and Spirit's like, see you in 45 days, babe. And you're like, hello? What do you mean? This is a point where you're going to have blind faith. Truly. And I think it's going to test your limits, and I think it's going to test the work that you've done. Is that still a frequency you hold? Do you choose hope as an act of rebellion in a time where scarcity, instability, and wishy-washiness has been your baseline? Can you continue to choose hope as an act of rebellion when you want to spiral? Can you pull out those tools in your back pocket, whether it could be anything, nervous system regulation, belief in the unknown, belief in something even though you cannot see it, right? Can you really anchor in the subconscious work that you've done, that you deserve more and that you're worthy of more, so on and so forth? Can you really put to practice all the work that you've done? I think you're about to be asked to do that. And before this happened, I was really getting this kind of imagery of Spirit leading you to this kind of dark like tunnel. And I was hearing these very ancient Egypt type words, which reminded me of like walking through like, like the pyramids. Like I was hearing tombstone, sarcophagus, I think is the other word. There's a sense of something has been buried and forgotten. And it's like you walking through this tomb or this pyramid or what have you, right? Trying to find something. That's, I think, what we need to focus on, because I think that's the pressure cooker, is you being in this pyramid, dark hallway, dark room, dark path, kind of feeling your way through something, because you're not really going to know until you have to be in that position and do it, right? So I feel like this is this weird test or lesson of some kind from Spirit to be like, let's put to practice all that stuff you've been doing. Okay, you did have divine masculine come out here with observer in reverse, and I think this is, that's the piece I was missing. Thank you. This is where you stop being an observer or someone who's just standing by and like witnessing your life. This is where you step into that position and that role. And this is calling your power back, not in a way where you just go, I call my power back to me. This is really taking control. This is your healthy, healing, divine masculine part of you saying, that's mine, I deserve that, it belongs to me, and I'm taking it. Love you.